I think that any man that force any woman to do anything, it should be like the Arab countries. They just start cutting shit off, to be totally honest, of that man. Any man that forces any woman to do anything, they should treat them like they treat them in the Arab countries and just start cutting shit off. From their fingers, to their hands, to their feet, to their genitals, to their head. You know what I'm saying? So now, another thing of it is that how low do you have to be where you're gonna put somebody on a jet and fly them all the way to New York, to the studio? To me, bro, to be totally honest, it sounds kind of fishy to me. I can't, and then it came from Hard Pierre. The Hard Pierre I knew back in them days was a cornball that did everything Puff said. You know what I mean? Like he was one of Diddy's highest rides. So I don't know that Hard Pierre. The time they said it happened when I was reading 2003, I was around at that time. You know what I'm saying? Me and about 8, 9 other bodyguards. See, what people don't know, that Puff had a lot of bodyguards. Everybody has certain days. You understand? I had Saturdays and Sundays. And then when Puff went away, or they were certain places and I was off work, they may call me and say, yo, Gene, Puff wants you here. Can you come? This, that, and the third. And if I could, I would. If I did, I didn't. It wasn't no big thing. So for them to do that, man, that's a real thirsty death.
What does this mean then? It's frightening to think about Beyoncé and Diddy's freak-offs together, isn't it? Beyoncé was also coerced into participating in Diddy's freak-offs. Rumors are circulating that Beyoncé, who is known for her poise and calm demeanor, is losing her composure after being exposed in leaked video from one of Diddy's bizarre parties. No one, not even her sister Solange, anticipated her making headlines for this.
And see all the things that she's done. And just picture, why would somebody lie about her? What is it about her that somebody would want to tell a lie about? I'm not going to mention the other people that's in that frame that I have, because they are so big right now, it would mess up their career. Do you understand me? I'm not the only one with the copy, but I'm the only one, I'm the one who gave it to them. Do you understand me? What she's talking about is that when I said that we were at Kanye West's party in North Hollywood, I was bodyguarding Scott Storch at the time. Do you understand? Listen here, I was bodyguarding Scott Storch. I don't want to told Scott, let's get up out of here, because they was about to do some damage to us, bro. I can't listen to me, man. So now she's gonna get out there and she's gonna sit up and talk about, yo, he's lying he'll do anything just to get interviews and all that stuff. Man, listen to me. I got way more stories than a Glory of a Last story. I got a whole lot of stories they never even heard of. So me saying what she said, come on, man.
This is what we mean. If our calculations are accurate, the video may have been taken at the same time as Diddy's 50th birthday celebration. For those who are unaware, a lot happened on the night Shan Diddy Combs turned 50. So what happened, and why is Beyoncé purportedly in a video from a freak-off? Although her party attire was widely documented online, those who weren't there wanted to see more, and some attendees were eager to share what the public wanted. But Queen Ba's husband, in a video that went popular on social media, Jay-Z, was not having it. However, it has now vanished. It's unclear why Jay-Z reacted this way, but it's obvious that he was protecting his wife. However, reports indicate there may be more to the story than just stopping a video of them dancing from being released. At Diddy's party, someone was allegedly recording on their phone while standing close to Beyoncé. When Jay-Z noticed this, he immediately grabbed the phone out of their hands.
That's some real thirsty, desperate shit for them to fly a 17-year-old girl, you know, on a G5. They was flying G5 and G4 jets back then. All the way to New York to game her in the studio. Man, I wish I could give them their punishment, if that's true.
Yeah, that's what she said, man. She said that Diddy, he flew her to New York, took her to the studio, gave her a drink, the game. And there's pictures online too, so she was at his studio, Daddy house. So, I mean, she ain't lying about that. She was there, man.
Well, if anything, at that time, if anything came from Detroit, it was one of Puff A&R. They called him Slam. He was from Detroit. He used to set up everything, you know, for Diddy. The time I told y'all about Diddy getting the fellatio when Jennifer Lopez was upstairs, Slam set that up. You know what I mean? So if it came from Detroit, it probably came from Slam. Because he was another one of the dudes that was a funky around there. You know, but it's crazy, man. I really don't. I got daughters, man. I have words. I don't have words for that, bro. And I don't know any of the guys who were officers that worked for Bad Boy like myself would allow that shit to happen. They wouldn't allow that shit to go down. Puff and them, they know what to do with certain people around. You understand? When they got those dudes who's, you know, from the hood and they was doing bodyguard work and they was doing stuff like that, they may, but I don't know any of the officers that I knew that was working for Puff would allow any of that shit to go down. Because they know they can lose their job and they can be brought up on charges too.
To make sense of it all, speculations claim that Beyoncé was just having fun and dancing at what seemed to be a freak-off party, a kind of gathering that the rapper is well known for.
Bro, we was on a tour bus one time. He had 2 snow bunnies. We picked them up in Dallas. One of the NBA basketball players introduced him to him. He asked me to go get something. I went and got it. He said, yo, Gene, they want to F you, while he was laying in the bed with both of them. And I said, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm all right. And walked out. That's the only time. Owed Diddy something. I don't know what she owed him, but she would let Diddy know wherever Jennifer was at so he could do something. He was trying to get Luther Vandross over there to sing to her. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna sing. He was trying to get Luther Vandross over there to sing to Jennifer. You know, so but Jennifer wasn't going for that because she had went through enough of his bull crap. Even when we come to the studio and there's like mad girls up in there and they being disrespectful or whatever like that, he was trying to convince her that, you know, because he was in the industry, he had to have mad girls up in the studio and everything like that.
In all honesty, that makes a lot of sense. According to recent reports, Solange appeared to be at her breaking point when she became so enraged at Jay-Z for whatever he was doing to Beyoncé. It's possible that Jay-Z exposed Beyoncé to drug abuse and other dubious practices.
You think about, if Harley was part of intelligence, right? What kind of people you think are surrounding my kids? What kind of people you think are in that house right now? My kids go to Sierra Canyon. It's a Jewish school that doesn't teach Christianity, teach Christian kids. At Christmas time, they're teaching Kwanzaa to black kids. They say, hey, this is your Christmas. This is all indoctrination. This is all mind control. You gotta understand, like I don't believe I'm putting myself at risk because I think God uses me for a time like this and put me in this situation and had y'all follow me from George Bush Don't Care to Beyonce Had the Best Video to now. For some reason, y'all are interested. You can say, why so no bump? Y'all always looking like y'all are interested for some reason. and they wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue, right?
Yeah.
I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015, but every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy part, really? What's the crazy part, really?
They can't scare you. They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize you.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see,
you.
it ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care who you are.
It's also clear that Jay-Z's previous affair caused conflict in the family and harmed his relationship with Beyoncé. Dynamic, especially with Solange, Beyoncé's sister, who has always felt that Jay-Z twisted and dominated her to fit his ideal wife. It appears that Queen Bee has now realized this, and fans are relieved. Given the current accusations, Solange's worries about Jay-Z appear to be warranted. These allegations imply that Jay-Z manipulates Beyoncé with medications. Given Jay-Z's strong relationship with Diddy, the industry dealer, the industry appears to embrace this idea. Therefore, it's not shocking that rumors, given that Jay-Z was a drug dealer in the past, it is possible that he could have a significant influence on Beyoncé. The drug culture in Hollywood is well known, and as Gandil has revealed, Diddy, who is close to Jay-Z, hosts lavish parties where even Beyoncé and Jay-Z are susceptible to the allure of drugs. This suggests that Jay-Z's influence may have contributed to Beyoncé's use of drugs as a form of control. In addition, there have been long-standing rumors regarding Beyoncé's pregnancy and her relationship with Jay-Z, as reported by sources like Wendy Williams, Solange Jaguar Wright, and Kanye West. Despite their enormous wealth and reputation as a Hollywood power couple, these rumors highlight the complexity of their relationship. In addition, it is said that Jay-Z and Solange are still at odds and that Solange may still be barred from family events following their well-known elevator fight, which made it obvious that something was amiss in their family dynamic.
The first person I saw was B, and Beyonce was like, yo, let me holla at you. I'm like,
Beyonce said, "Let me holler at you."
yeah. So I'm like, yo, you know, so I went over there and hollered, and she was like, yo, yeah, and she was just telling me like they rock with me. They rock with me, and they, you know what I mean, like they didn't know what that. And I really didn't even think when I was saying it,
These
like,
are real people that you're talking
yeah, I
about.
just didn't really connect to it like that. You know what I mean? And you say a lot of things, and punchline style is just to say something to be catchy and metaphoric and catch it. But I didn't, you know, see the deeper side of it. And Beyonce, you know, I ain't gonna share the exact conversation, but she showed me, you know, told me like, you know, this is people, like, you know what I mean? Some saying something like that could personally hurt her. And
Right.
that kind of
So I had
and
days that I devoted to. On Wednesdays, I took off from work, and that was Solange's day. And she was a lot younger than Beyonce, and it was tough because she was 5 years older, and Beyonce was this little superstar in our city. And so I took them to counseling, so that very early, so that the counselor could help Beyonce be more sensitive to Solange, because she couldn't stand her for a minute. You know, when they were little, she was 5, she was all in her stuff, she was trying to hang around her and her friends, and Beyonce was really irritated. But it made her more sensitive to who her sister was and what she had to deal with because of
Who wouldn't intervene to shield their spouse from being physically abused in front of the entire industry? That is still the question. According to reports, Beyoncé has been under pressure from Solange and other family members to confront the truth about her tumultuous marriage to Jay-Z and his role in Diddy's freak-offs. Additionally, there has been a lot of conflict in the family dynamic, especially with Solange, because Jay-Z's previous affair has affected his relationship with Beyoncé. In essence, Solange feels that Jay-Z has manipulated and controlled Beyoncé in order to turn her into someone he could take advantage of and eventually offer to Diddy.
I have a beautiful wife who was understanding and knew that I'm not the worst of what I've done.
and like we did the hard work of going to therapy and we love each other.
Additionally, this circumstance supports the notion that their marriage may be purely ceremonial. This revelation is noteworthy despite Jay-Z's adultery, even though many fans who have long conjectured about their relationship may not be shocked by it. Since they haven't split up, Beyoncé and Jay-Z are still regarded as Hollywood's most powerful duo, celebrated and invited everywhere, which further heightens the curiosity and conjecture around their relationship.
Well, it's my soulmate, it's the person I love, you know. And you can be in love with someone, you can love someone and you're not. And if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications, period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And you know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, you know, to break that cycle. For Black men and women, you know, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
The notion that Beyoncé and her husband may be more concerned with pragmatic concerns than intense love is further supported by her recent determination to advocate for herself. Given all of this, if the alleged involvement of these celebrities in the freak-offs comes to light, it might not be too late for Jay-Z to face legal consequences for the charges against him, with Beyoncé possibly by his side. However, we do know that Jay-Z has admitted to being involved in toxic relationships in the past and has acknowledged harming several young women, including Aya. That's all we have to say for today. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below.